Today I'm sharing how to create beautiful multicolor splatter effects that add subtle texture and effortless interest to your card backgrounds. Splattering is one of my favorite ways to elevate a simple design, and using more than one color gives you depth, movement, and a soft artistic look without overpowering your focal point. I'm going to be using the Hazelnut branch layering die set as one of my main elements on my card front. So I did pick out the main pieces for the leaves, which there are three pieces to them. We have our main base piece, which is going to be our branch. The more solid piece is the base layer of the leaf. And then you have a second piece that is going to have an opening in there to give you the details of the leaves. I did my die cutting off screen, and for the base layer or the branch, I used Espresso Cardstock. For the base layer of the leaf, I used Mountain Pine, and then for the top layer of the leaf, I used Reindeer Moss. Now on the top layer for each of those leaves, I did add a little bit of dimension by ink blending up the edges with green opal ink. I found that adding just a touch of ink blending around the edges of my die cuts gives them beautiful dimension and helps them stand out. Once all of the ink blending is done on the leaves, I'm going to start attaching them. And these are really easy to line up because of the different shapes of the leaves. They match perfectly for each layer. So you just need to find the layer that matches up with that particular shape. I'm adding liquid glue behind them and then gluing them down. I'm going to also go ahead and attach these to the branch, but before I do that, I die cut out two branches and I'm adhering these together with the liquid glue. The reason I did this is because the centerpiece, that branch, is a little light and I wanted that to have a little bit more support. So I did the two die cut pieces there. Once that is attached, then I can go ahead, add glue to the back of my leaves. Again, you just line up the different shape of the base layer to the branch and it lines up perfectly and really easy to do. And then we have our completed branch. I think this is something that would be really great to do a bunch of these to have on hand in your stash because they don't have to always go with the hazelnut. I think they're just a great element to have in your background. For the hazelnuts, I'm going to do the same thing. I started by die cutting them out of colored cardstock, which I used espresso, mocha, and vanilla cream. And then I'm going around all of the edges with a shade darker or a similar shade of ink. So a lot of times that was espresso because that did add a lot of nice dimension to these die cuts. I'll follow the guide that comes with the die set and line up all of the pieces using the keyhole system. It's such an easy way to get perfect placement. And then your last piece for each of the die cuts is going to cover up that keyhole system. Then once we have the assembly complete, we can start working on a background. There are so many backgrounds you could create for this branch, everything from embossing folders to stencils, but I felt like a simple ink blended background would be perfect for this. I am blending mossy meadow ink with a large blending brush onto a piece of cardstock measuring 3 3/4 by 5 inches. I'm going to start at one end and fade off that color towards the other end. Then I'm going to come back in with a darker shade to deepen the edges and create a soft ombre look. The color I'm using here is green opal, which blends beautifully for soft backgrounds like this. And the large blending brush makes covering bigger areas so much easier. Now on to the splatters. I wanted to add some subtle effects to the background, but also bring in a touch of shimmer. So I'm using the metallic watercolor set. Starting with the dark green, I add a couple of drops of water, pick it up with my paintbrush, and gently tap the brush to create light, delicate splatters. After letting that dry for a moment, I'm repeating the process with the metallic gold to add a soft, shimmery finish. I trim my background down a bit more to 3.5 by 4 3/4 because I wanted a wider white margin around the design. Then I added foam tape to the back of the panel and mounted it onto an A2 side folding card base for a clean, elevated look. Next, I can add my branch using liquid glue and then pop up the hazelnuts with thin foam tape for a bit of extra dimension. Now off screen, I created a sentiment using the Stylish Greetings die set. I die cut the sentiment multiple times from Black Cardstock, stacked the layers together for a bold dimensional look, and adhered it to the white shadow layer. Then I popped the finished sentiment onto the card front with thin foam tape. And that finishes up my card project for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing how a simple ink blended background, a touch of shimmer splatter, and a few layered die cut elements can come together to create a clean and elegant design. These little details really make a project shine, and I hope it inspires you to try something similar on your own cards. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate you spending time crafting with me. I'll be back soon with more ideas, techniques, and inspiration. Until then, have a wonderful day and happy crafting.